Hello and welcome back to Daily Dose of Dominions. I'm kirbyone and we'll be getting into turn 27. Pretty sure it's 27. See, if I could count the turns by the year and the month, but I'm not that good with the quick maths. Alright, so let's see what's going on right now. Tianqi is having fun with fighting the frost giants. I didn't see the battle he's talking about, unfortunately, but apparently he won a decisive victory. I got Alteration 2. Woohoo, good for me. I don't think Alteration 2 is going to give me a whole lot, but we can maybe check that out later. A teleport, the Centurion has claimed Throne of Fire. I am not sure where that is. I've not been paying attention to where Airmore has been moving. And, okay, something I forgot to show you guys last turn is what I was summoning in the province that I teleported him to. And I'm summoning Gandharva's because I got Conjuration 5 last turn, I think. You guys can double check on that. And he cast Herd of Buffaloes because buffaloes are cheaper than elephants and they're still going to be able to trample Airmore-sized troops. Speaking of which, Airmore-sized troops have now moved on top of my fortress in World's Teeth. He is down to 199 instead of 200. Yeah, meager PD did nothing to stop him. I take back my province of Amazons, and I'm very happy for that, but I still can't recruit them, so that's gonna have to be put on hold, especially since I have no money to recruit them either. This is just him taking on some PD. And this I skipped right over. Yeah, I skipped right over this. This is my cap. Apparently 25 starting PD worth of monkeys is going to do squat against Dawn Guard. So now you know. Okay, let's see what the current situation is. Helheim has taken everything here south, and this is his army. Hinnom has taken all of this and has 2 armies, one of which is on top of my capital, and one of which is either free to move with them on top of my capital or continue that way. They did not bump here as I hoped they might, so that lends me to believe that they are probably working together, which makes me unhappy with my earlier assessment of Airmore, thinking, he's such a swell guy to be friends with and have a safe border with. In his defense, I did tell him he can attack me, so I had this coming. Careful what you wish for. Hey, attack me, that'll be fun. So these guys are going to make their slow crawl back home. This is home. This is the only fort that I have that is not under siege. So that is home now. Yay. That is my last line of defense. They're going to search. I need to wait in order to consolidate my forces, so I'm not going to let them go to waste. And maybe I'll find some more magic sites here since I never did get to search here. And I'm going to search here too. They actually were the only people who could move here from here in one turn. So I did that, and I have these guys searching here. 4 is the max difficulty of sites that you can find by searching. So it says up to 9 when you're searching here. When you're searching here, it'll say level such and such mage. Well, when you do the spells to search for all magic sites, it goes up to 9, and if you have a pretender with 9 or 10 or maybe even 11, I don't know, whatever, that'll be what it shows. But they're only in the Dom Inspector difficulty level 4 sites, and so these guys will find everything that is either earth or water, and that's good by me. Am I recruiting anyone here? Yep, I'm just recruiting what I can, which is not a lot. I think that's it. I can't recruit here because it's under siege. I can't recruit here because it's under siege. And I don't have enough money for mercenaries. Yeah, I am getting almost less than 100 gold per turn. I am getting income per turn less than I would have on turn 1 from just having my capital. This is really bad news for me right now. Unfortunately, I didn't put enough monkeys in here to shore up the walls, so they are going to be able to siege it down eventually, unlike how Niflheim did. He is taking all of the units because he can and because he has the highest morale. These guys are just going to sit there. And he's going to go right smack dab up front and say, hey, come at me, bro. And, you know, see if you can punch me. Now, these guys are my favorite units of Kailasa. They are standard, just like the Apsaras are. They have Awe 2, not as good as the Apsaras, but better than my standard recruitable troops. And they have 2 attacks, 1 slashing, 1 bludgeoning with falchion and stuff. They're sacred, of course. And they have armor, lots of armor. And this can be boosted by wooden warriors. This can be boosted by legions of steel. This can be boosted by a lot of stuff. They have a pretty decent attack and pretty high strength and pretty high hit points. They're size 3, so they're stronger than basic humans. That's why I'm saying pretty high, because they're not like remarkable, but they're higher than your average human would be. So these are tanks because they have 18 base protection, then they get fortitude and regeneration, and they have awe, and they have 2 attacks. They are the best units that I can have right now. And they cost 18, let me double check that, 18 astral pearls. And they are 2 astral to summon, and you get, no, just, you get 6 of them. I'm not going to do the math, it's a little bit less than 2 pearls per guy, or a little bit more I should say, but all of my gurus can summon them if I have enough pearls. They are very expensive, so that's where my pearls are going. I did not forge a lot of magic items this game, especially not early on. All of my gems were going to summons, so that's why I have such a low amount. But again, I could never really find something good to summon with water gems. At least not until later, and then I would get commanders. That would be good. He is going to, let me see what I'm scripting them to do. So he's going to do summon elementals and buff himself, and he's going to do Light of the Northern Star because he can do more powerful like earth and nature spells, so I'm going to use all of the fatigue from Light of the Northern Star on him because he can do it without a communion. That was a big deal. Like with the gurus, I had to put him in a communion in order to get up to Astral 3. He can just do it with a communion, and then he's going to do summon earth power to get that reinvigoration, and spells just probably summon summon earth elementals. I'm having them mind burn, not paralyze, except for a couple of them. A couple of them paralyzed, but most of them mind burn because I'm facing air more, and I'm facing 200 units now instead of like 15 giants. So mind burn would not do anything against the giants. Paralyze will not do very much against the Armorians. They have not broken the fort yet, so they're just going to sit around and wait. I don't think I'm going to have enough gems with my nothing income now anymore to summon much more. I am actually evacuating this fort with him, with all of his monkeys, and saying, you know what, hell with this, I can save my monkeys, we'll get out of here, and maybe send them here and hold this fort. But I don't know, maybe he'll just raid or something like that. But he's going to move out, and I'm not sure what he was going to do. He's just like, you're not going to survive in here if they break that fort, so that will suck. Yeah, and they're just kind of waiting for these guys to get back. Let's see. Tianchi is doing very well against Niflheim, and so I don't think I need to worry about that front a whole lot. Now, Helheim actually, out of game, did send me a message on Steam saying, hey, let's stop fighting. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, do you want to help fight against Yomi? And I'm like, do you see this? Because I'm not going to be in the invading anyone game for quite a while. And he didn't really respond to that, but I think he is going to not attack me anymore. I'm guessing that Yomi might have taken this opportunity to be like, oh, hey, you know, you are fighting someone else, let me backstab you, or whatever. Which is fine by me, but I have no idea what's going on. All my scouts are in the Frost Giant lands, or lands formerly known as the Frost Giant lands. So yeah, I'm just sneaking around, seeing if I can see anything of interest. Unfortunately, he has plenty of PD everywhere, so I'm not going to be able to take advantage of my scouts. And yeah, now we just wait to see if I will lose everything, or, you know, can pull something back from the brink here. I don't send any messages. Research is just go into Thaumaturgy 5. I really want... Okay, so Soul Slay is good from Thaumaturgy 5. That'll be great. But again, eventually I still do want Celestial Music. It's just cool, and it would be really good with my Gandharvas as well. Then they will be having quickness as well as regeneration and fortitude. And yeah, mercenaries, I don't think anyone is impressed with these mercenaries at this point, so yep. Yeah, there's literally nothing in this fort, literally nothing in my capital, except for a handful of Yavanas, and so that is very sad to me. Yep, not much more to say on that front. Alright, we'll cut it here. See you tomorrow night, and have a good one.